Sorry, dear friends. Right now I need to go find a werewolf. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. When Mr. Harry Jones entered the bar and sat down to the chair, only one thing was coming from everywhere. The disturbing feeling had attacked him, and now Jones knew that relaxing was impossible. "I want whiskey," Jones said to barman, and he immediately returned to the old thought. No one wanted to hire Mr. Jones. He could not make the money. How he could live without money? Once again this bad thought hit Jones, and the stranger appeared. The stranger walked to Jones and sat down to a chair. "Hello," the stranger said. If someone would say to Jones that this stranger gonna solve his problems, Harry would become surprised. "Mr. Jones, I have work for you," the stranger said. "It is interesting," Jones said. "I'm Mr. John Stevenson," the stranger said. "I want to hire a private detective. My friends tell me that Mr. Jones is a very good detective. I'm very happy and I will do everything," Jones said. "Mr. Jones, you don't need to do everything," John said. "You only need to protect me." Jones saw that Stevenson was a very strange man. Harry was happy about work, but he really interested in this strange person. Stevenson was talking like a psycho. He was moving his head many ways and opening his eyes very wide. "Protect from what?" Jones asked. "From killer," Stevenson answered. "Someone wants to kill me." "Did someone threaten you?" Jones asked. "No, but I know that he gonna come to kill me," Stevenson said. He was very nervous. Jones knew that work and making money was really good, but stand near to a strange person could create a very bad situation. Stevenson was a very disturbing person. He was talking about some strange things and Jones could not understand what Stevenson really needed. Suddenly they heard wolf howl. Stevenson screamed and stood up. "Excuse me, Mr. Jones, but I need to go," Stevenson said and went away. Jones also stood up and followed Stevenson. He went outside and opened his car. When Jones saw Stevenson's 1939 Plymouth Deluxe, he smiled and asked, "What is going here, Mr. Stevenson?" "No one will trust me," the man screamed. Jones thought that maybe no one wants to listen to some stupid things, but everyone needs good money. He would listen to Mr. Stevenson and help him. They heard wolf howl once again. Jones was really surprised. The wolf was walking in the New York. It was very strange. On another hand, they were a suburb and the forest was very close. Of course, the wolf came from the forest. "I'm going. Crazy," Stevenson said. They both got in the car. John Stevenson was driving the car very fast. Suddenly something hit the car. Jones looked back and saw a big black figure. "Maybe you hit something?" he asked. "No, he hit my car," Stevenson answered. "He is following me." Jones did not want to argue with the crazy man, but he knew that something changed. Yes, it really happened. At first, he was thinking that Stevenson was 100% crazy, but right now Jones knew that Psycho Stevenson could answer some questions. In the city was going something strange. The wolf howl and a big black figure who hit the car. Maybe Mr. John Stevenson had an answer? Stevenson stopped the car next to the hotel. "You are living here?" Jones asked. "No," Stevenson answered. "He is following me and I don't want to come to my house. He will see where I live and would come to kill me." Jones tired of this riddle. When they entered the hotel room, Jones said, "I want to know everything." "The werewolf wants to kill me," John Stevenson answered. "I'm gonna pay you $3,000. Yes, $3,000 in 1 month. You need to protect me, find their werewolf and kill him." "I'm not a horror movie character," Jones said. "I'm not paying big money to stupid things." Stevenson screamed, and after this long conversation began. The next morning, Mr. Harry Jones stood up and went into the street. It was really funny that his economic situation became very bad. Also, his detective career became very strange. Jones was looking for a werewolf, and where? In the city, and not only in the city. In a really big city. The main thing was that Mr. John Stevenson had money. He would pay $3,000. Such big money, and Jones needed to protect this man for only 1 month. Money was good, but danger wanted to attack. Jones needed to open his eyes and see everything. Maybe Stevenson was a little bit crazy, but some killer really existed. Harry Jones entered the police station. He wanted to talk with Detective Roger Smith. "Hello, Jones." Roger smiled. "How are you?" "Thank you, Roger," Jones answered. "I heard that you're feeling bad," Roger said. "Also, I know that you don't have money. Maybe I can somehow help you?" "Right now I'm protecting one man and he is paying very well," Jones answered. "Very good." Detective Roger smiled. In the hotel, Stevenson told Jones that werewolf was killing people. Everything started 1 year earlier. The police were thinking that everything did some animals, but the reality was different. One night the stranger called Stevenson and said that he would kill him. John Stevenson though that the call was only joked, but one night everything changed. Stevenson was walking in the street. The full moon was watching the whole city. Suddenly Stevenson heard a roar and looked back. The big werewolf was running towards John. The werewolf screamed, "I told that I'm gonna kill you." John Stevenson ran away. He was alive, but the monster did not want to go. The werewolf was following him. Stevenson could not go to the police. No one would trust him. He was living in the fear. Finally, Stevenson found good Detective Jones, who could help him. "What you can tell me about animal attacks?" Jones asked Roger Smith. "This animal really made me mad," Roger answered. "Everyone is searching for him, but no one can find it." "It is wolf?" Harry Jones asked. "I don't know," Roger answered. "Maybe it is wolf, maybe something different. The main thing is that the animal is very dangerous." "How many people it had killed?" Jones asked. "The animal killed 5 people," Roger Smith answered. 1 year ago it killed the first human, and killing series is continuing. Roger said, "Where the last victim was killed." In that street, Mr. Stevenson was living. The werewolf was killing people in the same district. Jones went outside. He wanted to go to the district. It was a good idea, but the rain began. Jones started thinking, and when he ended it, Harry realized that he was walking in the rainy night. He was already in the killer's district. Suddenly he heard loud footsteps. Jones looked back and saw a black figure. The stranger could not be werewolf. The monster was big, and right now the stranger had human size. But if right now werewolf was in human form, he could transform into every moment. Jones knew that it was his chance. If he will kill the werewolf, Stevenson would pay $3,000. Despite this, fear became much stronger. Harry Jones went to the park. He wanted to escape. In the park were many trees and Harry could escape very easily. In any case, Jones was thinking like this, but when he heard the monster roar and saw how Werewolf jumped from trees, Jones realized that he was really stupid. Harry Jones shot the werewolf with his Smith & Wesson revolver. The werewolf roared and Jones finally realized that simple bullet could not kill creatures like this. Harry Jones ran away. He knew that werewolf would catch him and kill. He was close to $3,000, but it turned out that the monster was very strong. A few seconds and werewolf would catch him. Suddenly the police car appeared on the street. Tired Jones stopped and looked back. The werewolf disappeared. Harry knew that the police saved him and in the future, he needed to be much smarter. Jones returned to the hotel. Mr. Stevenson was there. "What you find out?" he asked. "I meet with the werewolf." Jones smiled. "He wanted to kill me, but I escaped. Next time I'm gonna kill him." Jones made silver bullets and in the morning he went in the street. He bought a newspaper and read that in the last night animal had killed one more man. The werewolf did it in the same district. Jones returned to his own house. He was waiting for the night. The hunting would start at night. Time was going slowly, but finally, night came. Harry Jones all night was searching werewolf. The hunting was boring and also very scary. Finally, when he thought that this was stupid and a waste of time, Jones heard screaming. It was coming from the park. He saw two men. The lamplight was helping to see everything. Jones close distance and saw everything better. Two men were dead. One of them was a stranger and the second one was Mr. John Stevenson. The guy who would pay $3,000 was already dead. This was really misfortune. But why Mr. John Stevenson went here? He was afraid of the werewolf and wanted to be in the hotel room. Why he went to the park? Jones had a question and he needed an answer. He returned to the hotel room and checked everything. Fortunately, Jones found Stevenson's diary and began to read. After a few hours, Harry Jones went into the street. He was walking and Night Moon was looking at him. Finally, Jones realized that he was in the suburb. He saw a black figure in front of him but did not stop. When Jones came close, the stranger turned back and asked, "You are searching for me?" "And who you are?" Jones asked. "You know who I am?" The stranger answered. "Mr. John Stevenson wanted my death." Jones took his revolver and screamed, "This time I'm gonna kill you. This time I have silver bullets." It is interesting. The werewolf smiled. After 1 minute Jones was still stood in one place and holding the revolver. "Why aren't you shooting?" the werewolf asked. Jones recalled what he read in Stevenson's diary. In one big forest was living werewolf clan. They had codex. The werewolves were free in the forest, but they did not need to kill people. One werewolf did not like that he was transforming when the moon was full. This was a discomfort for him. Many years he was searching solution and finally werewolf find it. He needed to make a magic ritual and the transformation system would change. He only needed to kill his clan members. One night werewolf took the gun with silver bullets and killed his own clan members. After this, he continued ritual and made some magic things. Everything went well. Now a werewolf could transform when he wanted, but the power of the monster was gone. He was still werewolf, but weak. Yes. His name was John Stevenson. 1 year ago Stevenson came to the big city. The killer instinct was still with him. John needed to kill and he continued a bloody way. He was killing people and everything went well. One day Stevenson found out that survived clan member was searching for him. He really scared. John's werewolf power was gone. He could transform into a big wolf, but he still had human power. Stevenson could not fight with real werewolf and he found good detective. Yes, Jones would protect him and kill the werewolf. Maybe everything would end like that, but one night, when Stevenson was in the hotel room, killer instinct came to him. John Stevenson went into the park and killed a stranger. At this time werewolf jumped and attacked Stevenson. The werewolf found his revenge and killed the traitor. After this Jones came there and saw 2 killed men. I had read Stevenson's diary. Jones answered to werewolf. So you know how bad John was? The stranger asked. Yes, now I know. Jones answered. I'm not a killer. Werewolf said. In the whole of my life, I killed no one. Only John, only he deserved to die. I know. Jones said. How much money can you earn for killing? The werewolf asked. $3,000. Jones answered. I have silver bullets. The money is in the hotel. Turns out you only need 1 shot, and $3,000 is yours. The werewolf smiled. You are right. Jones also smiled. In the morning Harry Jones went to the bar. He wanted to drink whiskey. The old thoughts came to him. Jones had a problem with money. He needed money, but no one wanted to hire Detective Harry Jones. Of course, Harry Jones could kill a werewolf and take for him $3,000, but the honor was paramount. He could not kill an innocent man.